So this is a video on how I make my kefir. So after 24 to 48 hours, my kefir is ready to strain. Now you can put it in a kilner jar like this, and this can actually, usually you have little tabs here that you can pull out and release the gas. The other option is to have a jar with a muslin cloth over it and an elastic band around it. It just stops any explosions from gas being released. Now I find these are fine. Once you keep an eye on it and you're straining it every, say, 2 days, that's fine. Keep it in this jar. So I put a sieve over a bowl. I use a plastic sieve. So the sieve goes over the bowl, and I scoop out the kefir. So as you can see, there's lots of grains in this one. So the grains are the lumpy bits. And that can be used as a starter then for somebody else who wants to start their own kefir, or if you want to start it in another jar. So there's my jar empty. Some people reuse the same jar. Some people wash out their jar. Some people don't bother washing their jar and they just put their kefir back in there. I always use a fresh jar that's been washed in the dishwasher. So then I just gently kind of scoop around the kefir grains. So I'm just gently flipping them upside down, really, trying to get the liquid separated from the grain. So what you'll see now is that I have the grain here in the sieve, and then in the bowl I have what's like a natural yogurt. So with my grain, I put it into my fresh jar. So my grain is in my fresh jar, and then I will fill this up with yogurt. Or sorry, not yogurt, I'll fill it up with milk. So I'll fill this up with milk. I'll probably fill it halfway with milk because there's so much grain in it. And then I'll leave that for 24 to 48 hours. And then I'll do this process again. So I'm left with a bowl full of kefir. And you can eat it or drink it. You can put it in smoothies. You can eat it as it is. I would add blueberries to this. I'd add some, sometimes I put Udo's oil. I'd put some pumpkin seed, sunflower seed. You can mix it with granola. There's lots of options. So you can be as creative as possible with your kefir. It's basically an unsweetened natural yogurt that's full of probiotics. You could also use this as a buttermilk. If you don't have buttermilk for baking, you can use this. I make oat bread with it. I can make soda bread, so it's similar to a buttermilk. And the lactose is broken down, so for people who are lactose intolerant, sometimes this can be easier to digest. So that's that part. I'm going to my milk now to fill up my jar. So I try to use whole fat organic dairy. Now I'm just going to wipe a little bit that dribble down the side, and then that's ready to be left on a countertop for 24 to 48 hours. Some people cover it with a tea towel. I don't think there's any need for that. I just leave it on my countertop, and in a day or two that'll be ready for another bowl of kefir. So If you want more, like if you know you're baking, if I knew I was baking and I needed a good bit, like I'd fill that up maybe to there. I'd fill it up a lot, nearly full. And that means tomorrow, the next day, I'd have lots more for buttermilk. So that's it. That's how I make my kefir. And thanks for watching.